The guys in Bad Wolves recently put out a really great and touching cover of the song Zombie by the Cranberries, and it features a dope little guitar solo in it. Let's check it out. Hey there guys, and welcome to this week's installment of Weekend Wankshop. Here's your good buddy, Uncle Ben. Like everybody else, I was really sad to hear about the unexpected death of Dolores from the Cranberries earlier this year. The guys from Bad Wolves were apparently already working on a cover of the Cranberries song Zombie that Dolores was supposed to be singing on, but she died I think just a couple of days before she was actually supposed to go into the studio to record her vocals. But after that, the band recorded vocals on the song themselves and put it out as a tribute to her life and her music, and it turned out really awesome, and it has been a huge smash hit for them. It also features a sweet little guitar solo in it that we're going to be taking a look at today. But before we get into it, let's hear it again at Stepdad speed. And as always, for a full tab, you can visit my Instagram page over at Ben Eller Guitars. Give me a follow, find the tab for this week's lesson, learn how to play it, then upload a video of yourself shredding through it, along with the hashtag WeekendWankshop. But before we get into the lesson itself, let's cover a very important question. What the heck tuning is this song in? I think my good buddy Doc Coyle should be able to answer that question better than me, as he is in the band. So let's phone a friend and ask him.
How's it going there, Wankshop people, wankers, wank jobs? I don't know what the hell they call you people. My name is Doc Coyle. I'm from the band Bad Wolves, and I want to break down real quick the tuning situation with our cover of the song Zombie. Now, Bad Wolves actually uses a very, I'd say, unorthodox tuning, and this song was kind of worked on by a few different people, and there were a lot of different versions of it. So it kind of the final product is like an amalgamation of what it was. Right here I have a 7-string guitar tuned low G, C, another G, another C, and then F, A, D. So it's like a drop C with a low G. Right? So the only time you actually hear that we use that low note is in the chorus. So it goes from this D, and then we have an A sharp. So other than that, we don't really, you don't really need the 7-string, which is why when Kane Churko mixed this song, he actually added a high harmony there, so it actually goes up. Which was not actually in the original. So that kind of added another texture, but we kind of do both. My one guitar player will go low and I'll go high. Then for the rest of the song, I actually will probably be playing the song in D standard. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna switch guitars. There we go, rocking the ESP, baby. With the verses, this is D standard. So it's basically 4 chords, you know. C. You know, if the guitar was actually in tune. G. And it's actually D, but we do a little augmented. And it's just a little easier to play that way. So live, I might actually just play the guitar on a 6-string tuned to D standard. And then one other thing, the guitar solo was originally written in standard tuning. So you see here, and it starts on this. So If you're doing it in D, you gotta go all in the, you gotta start on that 22nd fret, which is a little bit of a hassle. So it's a little easier if you're doing standard, but unfortunately, because I'm not playing the bulk of the song in standard, it'll make all the rhythm stuff harder. So I just do the song in D and kind of just get up in there. So that's it. You figure it out. But you can pretty much do the song in D standard. You can do it in drop C if you kind of change some stuff. But, you know, just to give you a little background on how that works. So, guys, keep wanking. I wank all the time. And I know Ben does too. He's a huge, you know, he's really taking care of it. So, thank you guys. Buy the Bad Wolves single. Listen to my podcast, The X-Man. Stay fighting the fight. And watch John Carpenter movies.
Pretty crazy, huh? For this lesson, I'm tuned to D standard, D, G, C, F, A, D. Although you can also play this entirely in drop C tuning. So whether you're playing this in drop C or D standard, you'll be able to use all these same positions and fingerings. Okay, let's start off with those opening bends. You're going to be playing the 22nd fret on your high E string and bending that up a whole step. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bend it up a step, and then once you get it up there, pick it again. So you can see I did the bend, then picked it again as I was still holding it. After this, what you're going to do is do another whole step, pick it twice, then let the bend down, and then play fret number 20, and then pick it again. The next thing in the solo here is the descending fours legato lick, which is probably the hardest part of the solo. And what you're going to do to start that is to slide up the G string up to fret number 17 with your first finger. Now what fret you start on doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is that you end up there at the 17. So it could be a couple frets down or a whole bunch of frets down. Doesn't really matter. Just make sure you end up at fret number 17. The next thing you're going to do is to play its octave, which is going to be your high E string here at fret number 20. And what you're going to do is to play 20 and then pull off to 19 and then pull off to 17. And then after this, play your B string, fret number 20. That's the first 4-note set. After this, what we're going to do is to play the next 4-note set, which is going to start off on my high E string here, 19, pull to 17. Then on your B string, you're going to play 20, pulling to 19. So now you have your first set, your next one. Next, what you're going to do is to play the high E string, 17. Then you're going to go to your B, 20, pulling to 19, pulling to 17. So now you have. After those 3 sets of 4, the last one that you're going to do here, it starts on the B string, fret number 20, pulling to 19, pulling to 17, and then sliding to 15. So overall you have 4 sets of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, that last one ends with that slide. After this, what you're going to do is to play the 17 on the B string here and give it a 1.5 step bend. And then let it down and play the 15. That's a really big bend right there. Again, that should be going up 1.5 steps. Hope you're playing light gauge strings. So after you do the bend and let it down, and then play the 15 on the B right there, what you're going to do is to play the 17 here on the high E string. And we're going to give it a whole step bend. And then what we're going to do is push it up another half step, kind of David Gilmour style. So again, this is a 1.5 step bend that you're doing. Pretty monstrous. After you do the whole step bend and the half step bend, what you're going to do is to quickly return to center and give it another whole step bend from that 17th fret high E string. So it's step and a half, step. Let it down, pull to 15, play to the 17, and then play the B string here on 15 2 times. There's a lot of stuff in that little lick right there, so I want to play that a few times for you guys, starting from the descending 4s. And then he finishes out the main part of the solo with this nice little bluesy phrase. Now what I did there is I played the 16 on the G, the 15 on the B, the 17 on the B, with a quick half step slide. So in other words, I hit the 17, I slid to 18 and back really quickly. After that, pull off to 15, play the 16 on the G. Notice how I switched my ring finger for that note. Play the 15 on the B with your middle finger. And then this is why I did that fingering change. That way I can grab the 14 on the G with my first finger and slide it to 12. There's the finger change. Then you're gonna play the 14 on the D string and then play the 12 on the high E. After this, what you're gonna do is to take this octave shape up a whole step so that I'm on 16 on the D and 14 on the high E. Notice I'm using my pick here for the D string and plucking the high E string with my middle finger. Then move up a half step so you're on 17 and 15. After this, what you're gonna do is, so that was me playing 14 on the D, 12 on the E, sliding up a whole step to 16 and 14, then back to that 14 and 12 position. Then you're going to do a similar idea down here. I'm going to be playing 10 on the D, 8 on the E, sliding up a whole step to 12 and 10, and then going back to 10 and 8. And then we're going to play 12 and 10, sliding down to 9 and 7. So notice he doesn't pick it like that. Let's hit those octaves again, starting from stepping up, half step, back to starting point, whole step, going down to 10, whole step, 12, 9. So now that you got all the pieces, let's put it together one more time kind of slowly. It starts off with your high bends here on 22, bend it again, sliding into the G, then your descending fours lick, big bend, another big bend, bluesy, then your octaves. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a huge thanks goes out to my man Doc Coyle from the band Bad Wolves. Thanks so much for helping and contributing to this video. You are the man. You guys be sure to go on iTunes and purchase Bad Wolves' cover of Zombie, as well as their full-length record. It's got some really dope stuff on there. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You guys can follow me over on my Instagram page at Ben Eller Guitars. I've also got a Facebook fan page you can check out over at facebook.com/Uncle Ben Eller. And if you'd like to book some one-on-one Skype lessons with me, be sure to drop me an email, benellerguitars@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching. You guys be sure to stay tuned next week for another cool lesson. Cheers, guys.